the Creative Science Foundation puts on an event every year, and it brings together scientists and designers and artists to really use science fiction prototyping as a way to explore the research and the design work that we're doing.
What's going on here is an attempt to bring science fiction to bear on today's kind of technological challenges.
The goal of the Creative Science Foundation is to provide a means for all the stakeholders in this society to have a say as to how we shape the future. We all, share this environment, so what do we want this world to be like?
The idea behind science fiction prototyping is science fiction based on science fact as a development tool.
It's important because it's the only way that we have to explore a lot of the questions that arise. These aren't things that you can test very easily a lot of the time. They're not things that you can take out into the world because a lot of the time they don't exist yet.
It's important to have a chance to sort of step back from and have a look at technology in relationship to ideas of politics and think about how we might like for things to be as opposed to just kind of rocketing forward without reflecting on these things. Scientific innovation doesn't just come out of nowhere.
I mean, a lot of people enjoy reading science fiction, but in my area, at least in space, it's also been used to not only to speculate on futures, but also to communicate them to the general public, or even to provide a context for technology.
By putting it into a fictional world, we get to understand the implications on people and the implications on culture. But not only that, it also allows us to share those ideas. Not all of us are physicists or biologists, but if we take that science and put it into a story and surround it in a world, and then we can share it with other people.
I sit in a room of physicists every single day. To sit in a room with a biologist, a sociologist, a mathematician, a chemist, an English literature expert, a fiction writer, an Intel expert. It's a fascinating experience.
That's something that's quite close to my heart because as a science communicator you're spending a lot of time thinking about where technology will take you next. It's an interesting kind of way of exploring the challenges that technology throws up and the kind of the social issues as much as anything that it generates.
I think it's interesting to see how different disciplines use it and also how they manifest it in the end. So I think we saw a lot of different ways of how people approached the stories and how they manifested them in the end.
Really, I think what they're doing is trying to facilitate a science-based conversation about the future that we want to live in.
A lot of the kind of questions that the technology creates for society, for human beings, are only really amenable to an imaginative approach, and that's science fiction.